Hey everyone, welcome back. In 2024 alone, 63% of Brazilian bulk textile importers lost an average of $180,000 US to an avoidable mistake, picking the wrong supplier. If you are a B2B buyer, wholesaler, or brand owner placing bulk orders for fleece, faux for velvet, or any other textile, this video will save you 6 figures in losses this year. Let's dive in. First, let's keep it real. In South Paulo, July 2025, your textile distributor might need 8 containers of 160 GSM flannel fleece for winter bedding. If your supplier's deadline is off by 3 sheets, retailers will reject the shipments and you will be out $180,000 US in losses. Sound extreme? 63% of Brazilian importers face this exact issue in 2024. According to the South America textile reports, oil shipments could get held at the ports because the supplier didn't provide the right certification. These aren't horror stories. They're everyday risks if you don't know what to look for. So let's start with the most critical factor, quality consistency. When it comes to textiles, especially bulk orders, consistency is everything. You can't have one roll of fleece with a GSM of 200 and the next at 220. Or pile heights that varies by 3 millimeters. That's a disaster for production, especially if you are making apparel or blankets where every piece needs to be the same. So how do you check for consistency? Look for suppliers with vertical integration. That means they control every step of the manufacturing process from knitting and dyeing to brushing and fishing. All in-house, no middleman, no outsourcing, just full control. For example, top manufacturers like Kincaidson have their own knitting, dyeing, and finishing lines, which means they can guarantee uniform GSM with a variance of just plus or minus 2%, compared to the industry average of plus or minus 5 to 8%. Stable color fastness and even higher heights. They also use things like German brushing machines and multiplier QC labs to check every production stage. No last-minute inspections, just consistent quality from start to finish. If a supplier can't show you their in-house production process, that's a red flag. They must be a trading company, not a real manufacturer, and that means that they can't control quality or lead times. Next up, production capacity and scalability. If you are a B2B buyer, you are probably ordering container level shipments 20 foot, 40 HQ or more. You need a supplier who can handle that volume and scale up when your business grows. Ask about their daily production capacity. Some top factories can produce 30 to 90 tons per day, which means they can handle multiple containers without delays. Also check if they offer flexible MOQs. Many suppliers force you to order 3,000 kilograms or more per color, but the best ones offer flexibility like 500 kilograms per color or 1,000 kilograms per design. So you don't get stuck with overstock. Scalability also means being able to adapt to your needs. Maybe you need a custom GSM, a specific pile height, or embossed patterns. Your supplier should offer all customization. Whether it's stretch velvet with spandex for baby clothes or high-density sharper for winter jackets, they should have the technical capability to adjust species to match your market's positioning. Remember, a good supplier isn't just a vendor. They are a partner who can grow with you. Now, let's talk about fabric imports and logistics. This is a make or break for international buyers. If you are importing textiles from another country, you need a supplier who understands global trade tariffs. Shipping efficiency. It starts with tariffs. Did you know that some suppliers have dual manufacturing bases? like one in China and one in Egypt. That let you have the advantage of free trade agreements. For example, Egypt have FTAs with the EU, Middle East, and Africa, which means you can get zero or reduced tariffs on your shipments, saving thousands of dollars per container. Logistics also matters. A supplier near a major port, like the Suez Canal, can cut shipping time by weeks, 16 days to Jeddah or Alexandria, compared to 30 or more days from another region. They should also obtain your container loading to save money. For example, a vacuum packaged fabric can fit 16 tons in a 40-foot container, while compression wears fits 25 tons, compared to just 7 to 8 tons with standard rolls. That's a huge cost savings, especially for long-haul shipments to South America or Africa. And our Egyptian factory, located in West Cairo industrial city near the Suez Canal, allows us to leverage these logistics advantages to the fullest, delivering faster transit times and more reliable shipping for your bulk orders. Don't forget about the documentation. Either the last thing you want is your shipments held at the ports because of missing or incorrect certificates. The best suppliers provide pre-validated certificates like OEQ tax, SGS, or in metal with every container, so you can clear customs quickly. They should also help you with all the paperwork, from bills of lading to inspection reports, so you don't have to navigate the red tape alone. Another key factor, service and support. When you are dealing with bulk orders, things can go wrong, and you need a supplier who's responsive and proactive. Look for suppliers with 24-hour customer support, especially if they're in a different time zone. They should answer your questions quickly, provide updates on your order, and help you solve problems before they become disasters. For example, if your production is running late, they should offer rush order options. If you need to mix different GSM weights or fabric types in one container, they should accommodate that. Also ask about their sampling process. A good supplier will send you pre-tested swatches free of charge or with shipping costs credited on your first order, so you can check quality before placing a bulk order. They should also offer color matching services, especially if you have a specific brand color. Remember, the best suppliers don't just sell your fabric. They provide solutions to your problems. Whether it's tire shedding that clogs your sewing machines or MOQ that's too high, they should have a fix. Let's talk about cost and value. Because price isn't everything, it's easy to choose the cheapest supplier. So that often leads to poor quality, delays, and hidden costs like post freeze, rejections, or penalties. Instead, look for a supplier who offers a balance of quality and cost. Vertically integrated manufacturers can often offer competitive prices because they optimize raw material procurement and production efficiency. No middleman markups. They should also be transparent about pricing, no hidden fees, and clear costs within 24 hours. Also consider long-term cost savings. A supplier with an Egyptian factory might have a slightly higher upfront cost, but the tariff savings and faster shipping will save you money in the long run. A supplier with vacuum packaging might charge a little more for packaging, but the reduced shipping costs per ton will make up for it. It's all about calculating the total landed cost, not just the fabric price. Now let's put this all together with a real example. A Dubai-based home textile company switched to a supplier with a Suez-side factory and saved them 19 days on shipping time and $68,400 in duties. A Brazilian importer avoided $46,000 in penalties because their supplier provided a metro pre-checked fleece with consistent supplier hits. These success stories aren't luck. They are the result of choosing a supplier who checks all the boxes. Vertical integration, scalability, logistics expertise, and a great service. Before I wrap up, let's address a common mistake: choosing a trading company instead of a manufacturer. Trading companies don't control production, so they can't guarantee quality or lead times. Always ask for proof of in-house production factory videos, production line photos, or even a virtual tour. A real manufacturer will be proud of showing their facility. At the end of the day, choosing the best textile supplier is about reducing risk and maximizing your profits. It's not just a transaction, it's a partnership that will impact your product's quality, supply chain efficiency, and brand reputation. By focusing on these 5 factors, you will be able to find a supplier who can support your business for years to come. If you are tired of late orders and color inconsistencies, drop a yes in the comments. And for a free checklist of the 5 non-negatives, click the link in the description. Let's turn your sourcing nightmare into a success story.